has considerable elevation. We're in Power Field at Mile High here in Denver, Colorado. Today, two teams hailing from the AFC between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Denver Broncos. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And off we go from Denver. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
Some tough luck last week for this quarterback, Kate. 2 touchdowns, the 1 interception. And you just know the way it works. These coaches love to tell us they always think about the losses. They sting way more than the wins. It's the same thing with the quarterback. He's not thinking about the touchdowns. He's thinking about correcting that interception and knowing right here, that plays a clean ball.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throws into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. When you are facing a top 10 defense, you don't expect to wait long to see him make an impact, partner, and it only took him 1 drive here.
Yep, this group, they didn't get that top ranking by sitting back and letting the game come to them, They get it by attacking the ball.
So the Broncos offense getting set for their first drive. They'll be led out by the former first-rounder out of both Oregon and Auburn. It's Bo Nix.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuffing the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception. His effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win. There's certainly some momentum to build on today.
3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll run with Dobbins. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's going to be first down, Denver.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Running it again with Dobbins. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Devin Lloyd on the tackle. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd
to the air on 3rd and long. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Don't want to give them another shot at 3rd down, so they'll bring up 4th while they can and decline the flag.
A 47-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tutin headed out with the rest of the offense. And you can see he's done his part on offense this season, sitting 2nd right now in the league in rushing touchdowns. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
That's complete right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. It's like you always say, right back to work for him, getting the drive moving like that turnover never happened.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
And he's tackled for a short gain.
A 3-yard pickup Brings up second and
Back
7.
to the air, Lawrence.
47-yard line.
He's got it over the middle. This goes across midfield and into Broncos territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 3.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. Who should have had another one there. Defense getting opportunity after opportunity to pick it off. The 2 in a row now have slipped away. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely. That'll be a touchback. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got first and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Nix. We're trying to set up the screen. Dobbins. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Stop that time by Jamel Dean. All plays on the table here for third and 3.
Brings up third and 3.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. Coming to the line for another first and 10.
Broncos first down.
Nix from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him.
17 yards.
That play good for 17 and a first down.
Broncos first down.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
They fake the handoff. Now Nix. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
Incomplete.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10.
Was defended by Jamel Dean.
Throwing again. Here's Nix. Called in by Greg. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
Gain of 11. That's another Broncos.
On first and 10, here's Nix. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. From the 40, here comes second and 10.
Incomplete. Brings up
Once
second
more,
and 10
it's Nix.
at the 30-yard line.
This is pulled in by Mecole Hardman. And the stop comes at the 15-yard line as he gets them into the red zone.
4 yards.
Give him 24 yards on that one. And that's good for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 15.
Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go, and let that pass rush get home.
Things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on second down. Out of the gun, it's Nix. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. Two great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Here he goes, third and long. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
The kick by Lutz is good. And another field goal makes it 6-0 for him.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
On the return, it's Rondale Moore. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The ball's out. The ball's out. He lost it. Recovered by the Broncos. Now Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Play action with Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years of the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
The kick by Lutz is good. And this one is center change. Couldn't have hit that much better.
Kate, I call that a win-win in the first half. You win on the scoreboard, obviously, by adding 3 and adding to your lead, but you also win mentally, making your opponent know if they make a mistake, you're going to capitalize.
Moore with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tutin headed out with the rest of the offense. And their defense held up after that fumble. Only gave up 3, so time for this offense to make it up to them. Get some points of their own. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. On the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. On play action now, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Broncos will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and 2 very different tones and tenors on these 2 sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Nix now to throw. Short pass brought in. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Nix looking to throw. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
For J.K. Dobbins, incomplete. It's now 2nd down and 20.
On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And that one doesn't get him much, giving maybe a yard. It's 3rd down.
Dean on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down.
Third and long for him here. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down after a short gain. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making the stop short like they did and bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Fair catch signaled for and made at the 32-yard line. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. First down now, ball at the 33. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And this one does not go far.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
37-yard line.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
John Day Barron on the coverage.
They'll throw, third and long. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going, and that incompletion won't help.
They'll send Logan Cook out again for the punt. The Broncos have Marvin Mims deep to return. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
On the return, the Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Nix off the play action. It is caught left side. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42.
And the Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Nix with it on first. Throw left side, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
We're through one, and for any kicking fans out there, this game has been for you. Our score reads 9-0. We'll get you back to Mile High after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They have it on second and short. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Broncos first down.
So first down from the 41.
41-yard line.
Nix. All in left side. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Parkinson out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 9.
Nix holds on to it. He has room past the 25. Nix slides in safely, doing so after he picked up that first down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Broncos first down.
All set now, first and 10.
At the 19-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. And they're going to score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos push their lead to 15.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or too high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Will Lutz now on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Broncos take a 16-point lead.
Broncos 16.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Moore with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And after that opposing score, Brock, they find themselves taking over down 16. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's first and 10. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutin. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Lawrence to throw it. Here's a screen for Tutin. And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense. They come to the line here, and this is third and 6.
It's third down and 6.
They put a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Lawrence on third down. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down.
On the give, it's Tutin. And he maneuvers through the middle for a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. And bring a tight end in motion right. It's Allen on 3rd down. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. They run the counter with Dobbins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 42-yard line. A 3-yard.
Here's the fake. Here's Nix.
2nd and 7.
Rolling left, buying some time. He finds Ingram working downfield here. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. 1st and 10 from the 32. Nix to throw again. Completed over the middle. And he drives it forward to maybe the 27. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jaguars' 27.
Once more, it's Nix. Gets him on the in route. Oh, it looked like he was going to have that first, didn't it? But after the stop, they're going to be a little bit short at the 22.
Brings up 3rd down.
Nix trying to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Nix. Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. And that sack draws him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 29-yard line.
Nix from the gun. Hits his running back. And he's tackled for no gain. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest. And that one forces a 4th down.
Staring down, that down in distance, it was going to take some type of big play offensively to extend the drive. But all that sack did was create a bigger play for the defense.
Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Hanging close, and it does find that right upright. No good. And it stays a 2-score game at 16 points.
Man, that is a sound every kicker dreads. I really thought it had a chance to sneak in, but instead, It's rejected by the upright.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down give to Tootin. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So 3rd down now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard
We've set it down from 37. Tootin on 1st and 10. Had some room to work, and he took advantage. Give him 7. After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Running from the pistol, it's Tootin. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
12 more yards. That's another.
Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Mile High in just a moment. Offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Dump off caught by his back. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
It's a loss of 5.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
We have a timeout called by the Broncos. That's their 1st. Second chance at 6 here. It's 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Lawrence has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Denver calls the 2nd of its 3 timeouts. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. Now it's Lawrence. And this is going to be a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars chop some of the lead off before the half. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Cam Little to try the extra point. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a 2-possession game in the 2nd half. Now we see after that play, one of the Broncos having a little bit of trouble out there. They're going to head out to look at him. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Here's R.J. Harvey on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he sure has put on that chef's hat to dice up their defense early in this one. Quite the appetizer that he's prepared to what could be a great overall performance. On 1st down, it's Nix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Intended for Marvin Mims. Incomplete.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. That one falls to the turf, couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Intended for Marvin
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
3rd and long for him here. Pass the line, he's going to run for it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. So Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. And this will be his second effort of the contest. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. They bring Thomas in motion. 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line. Lawrence looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
A loss of 5 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll throw. 3rd and long.
3rd and 10.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up. Logan Cook on the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
First down now, ball at the 33. Out of the gun, it's Nix. That's complete to Dobbins. And this one doesn't go far.
2 yards.
Shotgun snap to Nix. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force out 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure. Let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that return's going to leave them enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half. Bringing Hunter left. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Drew Sanders that time on the stop. So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to... Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with the start of the second half. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Harvey now to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They give to Dobbins to start the 3rd. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Nix now to throw. Finds the in route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 3rd down, 1 yard to go.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
That's good.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, Nix. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Dobbins. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Devin Lloyd on the stop. No gain on the play.
Throw in here, Nix. Finds him on the slant. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Complete to Marvin Mims. That's a gain of 3.
On third down, here's Nix. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars take over as he records his 10th career INT. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's Lawrence to throw. Hits his running back. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Jukes a man, he's running free. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
14 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
They send a receiver in motion right.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Going on 1st down, Lawrence. Here's a screen for Tootin. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Pat Surtain has it. And the Broncos take over on his 5th interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
1st and 10 from the 43. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down.
Devin Lloyd on the coverage defensively.
Nix from the gun. Rolling over the middle, but it's incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Incomplete. Jordan Lewis on the coverage.
They'll air it out on 3rd. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. From the right hash, 55 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. They'll run here following the penalty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Nix to throw. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one finds his man, Ingram. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With the route, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
So the offense out there, the Broncos making the call to go for two here.
The Broncos will line up for a 2-point.
Keeping it on the ground. And he made the line of scrimmage, but not that goal line. Defense there to shut down that two-point attempt. Well, 2 left on the table there. Forget the goal line, Brock. They barely got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, to me right there, Kate, that's a sign this defense did their homework, studied their tendencies. Yet no way that running back was going to get that one in, not with that force of the defense coming at him.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Washington now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line.
Ball start, offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. He's got Thomas on the slant. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And the Broncos have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day. Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
I mean, where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Got for big yards on the right side. And they're on him right near the catch point as he gets this to the 24-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They take the handoff. Now Nix. Throwing the out route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
That's another Broncos first down.
Nix holds on to it. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and
To throw, here's Nix. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. It's a Denver touchdown. The Broncos parlay the interception into points. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock, he sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Extra point try now from Lutz. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos grow the lead now to 22 points. Here's Lutz set to kick this away.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
Washington now to return. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And the last 2 drives have been teaching tape for that defense, Brock, and probably have earned this offense a lecture in the near future as well. Just haven't been able to take care of that football.
Yeah, I just kind of want to focus on those guys, everything they're doing on that side, because the humble pie this offense is eating, It's been a tough watch.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 30-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop.
The 35-yard line. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
That's another Jaguars 1st down. A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Jaguars.
Inside give here for Tootin. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
He's brought down at the 20-yard
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
And off to Tootin. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be 3rd down. Following the play, we've got whistles for an injury timeout. It looks like somebody on the offense. Yeah, there's Brian Thomas. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play. Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. This is going to be a 38-yarder from the right hash. Little knocks it through. And it only does a little against the deficit, which drops to 19.
Anytime you start sniffing that red zone and you don't score 6, you only come away with 3 points. Not what you were looking for on the call sheet.
Marvin Mims now to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Nix now on 1st and 10. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And all he can do is get back to the line on that effort, so no gain on 1st down.
He steps out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, it's Nix. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Throw here, 3rd down. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Starts the return at the 34. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. And his production is carried over into this 2nd half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Complete out to the right. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
That's another
Tight end going in motion here.
first down. It's a gain of 10.
Lawrence with it on 1st.
First down.
Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 34-yard line.
And the play clock hits 0. This is going to be delay of game.
Delayed game. Offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired. They go play action. Lawrence finds a man right side. And he's out of bounds just short of the 30. Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Back to the air. Lawrence. Pass caught. It's Hunter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line.
It's a gain
That's
of
16 on the pickup. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Tootin with it. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Catch made. And the Broncos corral it.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, they're going to give you a shot at it. Push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Broncos running their offense out once again. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Sending him on the dive. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
You know, that kind of gain may not take a safety out of the picture on the next play, but at least you won't have half your guys standing in the end zone on that next snap. That was a valuable little run right there.
Nix off the play action. He shovels this one forward. And he's up to the 7-yard line as he gets hauled down. Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap to Nix. That's caught for the 1st. And this gets them well away from danger as he is up past their 20.
15 yards.
That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 22-yard line.
The give to Dobbins out of the shotgun. Escapes the defender. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down, Denver.
Another Broncos first down.
All set to go now from the 35.
Yard line.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
That's a pretty good stop on 1st down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. 7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Nicks from the gun. Completes this one to Gray. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Great defensive effort to reject that one. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 55-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. Following the play, one of the Jaguars in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Looking to throw. Lawrence finds him over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Jaguars
On first and 10, here's Lawrence. Connects with Wiley. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Motioning Myers right. Lawrence looking to throw. Here's a screen for Tootin. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10.
That's good for the Jaguars. First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Lawrence. Called in by Myers. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Complete to Jacoby.
2nd down now. They need 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Broncos' 32-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. Goes to the hurry up here.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. Looking Myers, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
A gain of 4 yards. That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Again, it's Lawrence to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. Offensive line fast.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. No go, Allen. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
A 7-yard gain. Jaguars, first down. First and goal, Jacksonville.
Run here with Allen. And he's going to advance them down to the 4-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. A gain of 5. Brings up second and goal.
Lawrence working from the gun. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And this one's covered by the Broncos hands team. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
The Broncos and quarterback Bo Nix gearing up for their next series. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Brings up second and a yard.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Brought in by his back, Dobbins. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. We've set it down for him from the 31. They'll run on first down with Dobbins, and he has enough room to gain about 4. A gain of 5, and that brings us to the 2-minute warning. That brings us to the 2-minute warning here in Denver. Broncos moments away from their 4th win of the year. On 2nd down, here's Dobbins. And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Third down run by Dobbins. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. Now looks like we're going to get a stoppage for an injured Jaguar. He's in some pain as the trainers head out to examine him. Here's Lutz, set to kick this away. Washington now to return. This makes it up to the 25. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone, but the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Brandon Jones on the coverage.
Lawrence trying to get on second. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Jags working fast here, trying to get back to the line.
A loss of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Now to throw. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth. Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down. And they're going to say he did not get down in bounds. He made the grab, Brock, had enough to move the chains, but the throw just took him too close to that sideline. We've got a turnover on downs. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on downs. So it's a win for the Broncos. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that's it for us here. Brock Huard, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos are winners, as we'll see you next time from Denver.